Yo, what's up? This is the Really Kick It Podcast, and this is episode number 7. And today I have somebody sitting with me from my community that's into community building, that's into building these young men, that's into mentorship. And this is somebody I grew up with. When I say I grew up with him, that means we was young together, we was teenagers together. It was a gap in between us being men, but he was busy doing him, I was busy doing me. But when I thought about doing this, I said, I got to platform the winners. And this guy's been a winner as long as I've known him. But now he a grown man that's churning out winners. I want to introduce to y'all, for those that don't know him, my friend, Sean Doyle, King Doyle.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Stay with me, Bucket fan. What's good, my boy?
Come on, man. You here, man.
Listen, when you call, when you text, I said, yo, I'm on my way to Denver, but I'm going to put everything on pause because I feel like this is my community give back. This was a community obligation for me to be with my brother.
Thank you.
I know you always giving flowers, but when I first saw the episode with Top Black, shout out to Top Black. I love
Top
all the
Paperwork.
great things he doing, what he doing. When I saw it, I just saw how articulate you was behind the mic. No homo.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Pause. But I saw how articulate you was and the clarity in what you was doing. It didn't look like we was on live on Instagram.
Not at all. No.
You know
Got to bring some production value into this thing.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So when you hit me, I'm like, listen, man, I got to go see my brother, man. It's been about 10 years since.
That's a fact.
10 years since we seen each other.
That's a fact. It's been space in between us, man. Fact. And I told him, to bring his crown. He forgot the crown.
Yeah, I forgot the crown, but you know we always rocking it. You know what I
mean? now let's get into it, man. Because you have a story that is so dope. Some people know, some people have experienced you, but there's a lot of people that don't, and you're doing some great things that need to be talked about, that need to be seen. So I want to start with your childhood, man. You come from a house that had a mother and a father, a lot of family. Tell me what it was like on the come up for you, brother.
Oh, man, from young, first off, I tell everybody, listen, we was the hood Huxtables. Look, I had my moms and pops. Look, we had Big Rip, we had Joni May. Don't play with it. So, 4 brothers. I'm the oldest of the 4, so I had to be a leader. Growing up in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, what they say, 6'7".
6'7", FG.
Listen, man, Fort Greene, First Side. Originally, look, everybody in the hood gonna go crazy. Originally, when we moved to the fort, I was in 8 Monument on the middle. But I'm a First Sider, y'all.
Hold on. You like me. You like me. I was in 102 Monument, right up the way on the mid.
And then we migrated to the First Side, right? 330 Hudson Walk, right in front of Crack Alley. That's what they called it. I was always down the court, 5 Fleet Walk.
Playing ball and such.
Listen, I was with the hood Jay-Z, my cousin Lil Hooks. Best rapper in the world. You know what I mean? LTF. Say it with me. I remember. Keep bringing us back. But yeah, I'm from Fort Greene, Brooklyn, man. Listen, my story is super unique because we had both parents. One of 4 brothers. So we didn't know how to be suckers. I tell everybody, we had discipline in the crib. We received everything we ever wanted. Anything I got myself into was because of me. I became a product of my environment because, I was super, super inquisitive. Highly inquisitive.
Just curious about what was going on out there.
Too curious. And when I touched the pavement, it was like I became one with the soil. So, when I'm in Fort Greene, it's like, yo, I'm everything you could think of Fort Greene or everything you could think of in any inner city hood, I was that.
You just blend right into it.
That's it. I went to PS 287. You was in 67.
I was in 67.
67.
It's only 2 schools for real Fort Greeners.
That's it.
I mean, you could say 46, but it's really 2.
That was a little call to that.
Yeah,
but
it's
that's
really
for the far
2.
side.
It's really 2.
So I was in 287, playing ball. We did the high energy thing. Had basketball dreams and aspirations. I was the young LeBron in the hood. I think I was the same height in 6th grade. So they thought I was a man child. I'm like, I'm ready. And then I never grew again.
Studied growth.
Yeah, studied growth. So I went from a power forward to a shooting guard to back to a power forward.
Yeah. And then coach.
There you go. And then as a young boy, 14 years old, I started coaching while playing. So let's say I'm playing in a tournament. 14 years old, I'm playing unlimited with the older dudes.
Yeah.
But then with my age and under, I'm coaching them.
That was Kylie now?
That was Kylie and
Yeah,
Kylie
yeah,
Leak,
yeah.
Bugs, you know what I mean? Fuzz. It was a Terrell, Big Terrell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those were the dudes that was overseeing us and kind of mentoring us. You know, shout out to Hawes, Ish, Ib. Those dudes was older than us, and then we became peers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, as a young boy, you know, I basically became a coach, and I understood my influence. You know, my first job, this is going to be funny to you, Shawanda Swain at the Boys and Girls Club seen something in me and made me the coat monitor.
My son said the coat monitor.
A coat monitor. Yo, boy, I was getting bread for standing by the coats.
The coats.
Mind you, I'm on the team in the club. June Francis was my first coach.
Yeah, shout him out. Shout him out.
June Francis, Coach June Francis from Farragut. We was at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was our coach, and I guess she seen some kind of leadership in me.
Yeah.
You know, she was from down the court. She was like, hey, you want a job? Yeah. So I started working young, so I'm getting a little paper. You know what I mean? Doing all of that, but I'm working on the books.
Yeah.
I took that paper, took it to the streets.
I mean, that's
But that was me being highly inquisitive.
during those times. We didn't have the internet. We ain't know it wasn't.
We didn't know what was going on.
We ain't know you could start businesses. It wasn't nobody telling us this.
Right,
So
right,
we
right.
did what we knew.
Right.
But
So we did
to-
what so basically with that, I was you know, the coat monitor, but what that installed in me was basically being a leader. Understanding I'm the only 16-year-old. I probably wasn't even legally able to work.
Yeah.
But
So it wasn't like a summer yummy. It was like
this
a
was
gig.
this was full throttle.
Yeah.
So then when I returned 17, 18, I'm already working at the Boys and Girls Club, running the Boys and Girls Club. So at that point, you know, let me bring it back a little bit. So as a young boy, I'm working there, and then I end up going to junior high school 113.
Yeah.
Coach Glenn Cummins.
Never hood school.
Yeah, another hood school. but we went undefeated for 2 years. Arguably one of the best middle school teams in America of all time. You know what I mean? I still battle with the older dudes that went to 113,
Yeah.
D Black and them. You know, they be like, yo, we would have cooked y'all. Brian Brown and them.
Would've.
Yeah,
Would've.
would've. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, from elementary to middle school, I'm still, you know, in the Fort Greene area. But I also had that one thing of influence. And we was talking offline about how we'll go from side to side and the kids would gravitate to us. That's just the natural energy that we have. So I wanted to make sure my influence was in the right direction.
And when you say that, like you always said that the lady seen you as a leader back then. Me just thinking about you back then from my perspective, you did have a lot of leadership qualities, man. You had a crazy mouth. That's always one of the first things that you notice about a leader.
Right.
You can't just tell me anything.
At all. Yo, and that was the thing, right? So in school, I would get in trouble because I always had questions.
Yeah.
But I wasn't being disrespectful because in my household,
I'm trying to get an understanding.
yeah, in my household, we was taught to explain what it is. So when I went outside, I'm like, you can't just tell me 1 + 1 = 2. Can you tell me how that happens?
Show your work.
Yeah, you gotta show your work,
Gotta
right?
show your work.
So I used to get in trouble young by doing that, right?
Yeah.
And then also my aunt, you know, she installed the King in me, right? That's like actually my real name. So when I used to go to school and I'd be like King Doyle, the teachers thought I was being funny because I'm always talking, I'm always asking questions. Oh, you think you? So I got in trouble for that young. And I'm just like, yo, bro, I can't win for losing.
I was the same way, but it was some ignorant shit. You got to beat me. I don't care. I'm not rolling. Beat me.
You not rolling?
I'm not rolling. You got to beat me.
So yeah, so like as far as a leader, I think that's what formulated me wanting to be a mentor.
You stepped into that position young, no, because I remember, like, let's just talk about, we're going to talk about swag real quick. I'm
Let's
going to
do
give
it.
my boy his credit, man.
Let's do it.
My nigga was like a Brooklyn Harlem nigga. This nigga used to have all the fits, the Vances and all that shit. Remember when the whole hood was wearing CTK jackets?
Yeah.
Remember that shit? I remember.
Look, let me tell you. They
I got
had
mine late. Y'all
got
had
that-
them shits first.
Look, let me tell you. Look, here's the difference, right? It's levels. They had the CTK jackets. I was rocking Vansons.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When
that's a fact.
Esco was popping, listen, I went and got the orange Vanson, had the little Esco outfit, then a Nietzsche, you know what I mean? Velour joint. They ain't understand what was going on.
Nah, because First of all, the numbers was crazy. 1,200 a jacket. You know, niggas, circumstances was crazy. Now you got bums wearing Balenciaga 1,200 and all that like because they caught a little card or something. Back then, when somebody had something, you believed them.
Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. And look, we grew up in that era where if you wore a chain, you was popping, right? If you had on some
that meant respect.
Stuff, yeah, that meant respect. So for me, young, I always knew like, yo, I was a go-getter, I was a mentor, and I'm the only person in the hood, I think across the world, go by his last name, Doyle.
That's a fact.
Like I understood early out that, yo, a boss, a judge, a doctor, you call them by their last name. You know what's my name? Doyle.
That's a fact. Niggas be like, yo, I just seen Doyle.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's his family name. So if you see his family, you seen Doyle's too, but they only call him Doyle.
That's crazy.
That's fire.
Yo, definitely. So, and that I go back to the whole mentoring part, right? So understanding that I ain't want to take, like, you know, every hood is the same in America. I couldn't afford to have you guys, anybody that's around me as a casualty. I can't live with that.
That's a fact.
So that's what really pushed the motivation to be positive. And then I feel like we ain't really have OGs. Outside, I'm talking about. In my crib, my pops, my uncles, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was raised by
structure.
Yeah, I had super structure. I was fly because of them. You feel what I'm saying? I had style because of them. My aunts, like I couldn't come in the crib looking crazy. You like a bum. like you at the kitchen table. Yo, my mom's to come in the crib. You don't got a haircut. You look like somebody don't love you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the conversations. Like looking at, let me see your socks. Oh, you was a dust ball. Get up out of here. So when I come out clean, that came from in the crib.
Yeah, that starts in the crib. I
Right.
touched on that on another podcast. A lot of what you do, like some people will see their circumstances and say, all right, this is who I'm going to be forever. Now, and some people will be like, yo, now I'm going to be better than my circumstances permitted. And your circumstances, you literally, because a lot of people fall off when they start having to take care of themselves. A lot of people.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that was bums when they was under their parents that went on to become fly and fresh when they was holding themselves because these are the circumstances they created for themselves.
Right.
So being that you had that kind of structure in the house, you kind of had like an idea how you were supposed to structure your life.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm not just representing myself. Anytime I step outside, I'm representing my family. I'm representing my loved ones. I'm representing my neighborhood. When we go deeper, when I leave out of Brooklyn, I'm representing my borough. When I leave out of New York, I'm representing my city. So like, and when I go out the country, I'm representing my country. So I get a little different, like, you know, people, you know, they sit around. Yeah, it's levels. So it's no such thing as falling off. Like, I'm going to grind for what I want. I'm going to make sure I put things in place. I'm going to make sure that I look out. And then it's nothing for me to big up the next person because it don't mess up my kingdom.
That's a fact.
So this is why it seems easy, because it is easy. And that's what it is about being fly for 20 years plus. You know what I mean? And then look, this ain't a fashion plug. Shout out to my little brother Diddy.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, yo, yeah, we're not talking about fashion, but it's also about your upkeep. You know what I mean? I seen something with the young boys right now. They getting rid of the text and doing a 3/4. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and the matchas. We getting fancy now. You know what I mean?
Henleys and 3/4.
We like this now.
No more Nike tech suits. They said.
Take the
I'm with it though.
off. Let them see our face. We all right.
I'm with it.
Definitely.
You ain't supposed to look like you suspicious just on a wake up, going to school or going to work. Nah, man, humanize yourself.
That's a fact. We ain't fitting the description.
Not at all. But yo, what did you want to do? What were you focused on when you were young? What did you say you wanted to do when you got older?
When I figured it out, all right, when I was young, I was going to the NBA. Yo, no, you couldn't tell me
You
I
was on
wasn't
your
going
Julian
to the
Newman?
Yo, what? Julian Newman, they had nothing on me. Yo, I was going to the league.
Yeah.
I was going to the league. The problem was that was just a thought because I didn't know work ethic.
Yeah.
I didn't understand
How much you got to put into it.
Yeah, to go to the league. And then when I seen Omar Cook make McDonald's All-American, it was real for me. So now I took it, once I seen O become a McDonald's All-American, that's when I took it serious, right?
St. John's legend.
St. John's, Fort Greene legend. He's the coach for Cleveland right now, assistant coach, 22 years across seas. Like, that was my first real example. Yes, I had bugs. the whole way there, right?
Yeah.
But we was young, you know what I mean? Soul in a Hole, it was like movie. We was mesmerized. We saw, the Averex billboard, right? So those things, it wasn't real to me yet. We just around. I was the young pup. I'm around him. I'm
You
seeing.
ain't understand what you were saying.
Right.
It was just happening.
So when Old Cook happened, I'm there. I'm by his side. I'm there. Shout out to Miss Cook. Shout out to Old Cook.
For sure.
Right.
Quatasia.
There you go, Tasia. Listen, next up.
Yeah, next up. I'm coming for you.
Y'all need some fashion? Quatasia Cook is gonna give you all the tips. But yeah, even with that, like I wanted to play ball. I wanted to be a ball player. Once I realized, you had to do a lot of school. You had to go to practice a lot. You know what I mean?
Sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice.
There was a lot of sacrifices that I don't think I was ready for because I like to party. I was getting fly. I seen the girls. You know what I mean? We wanted the money. It was like, yeah, I'm nice, but at the same time, while they going to practice, I'm gonna be outside till 1 a.m. You feel what I'm saying? Because I had my parents trust me enough that I wasn't getting in no trouble.
Yeah.
So I could be out there. I wasn't breaking no rules, Ma.
You was on your Mayweather. You wasn't on your Adrian Broner.
Yeah. Look, Ma, I wasn't breaking no rules. My bad.
Word. Retroactively.
Right.
I was doing good.
I was doing good. So yeah, I wanted to play ball. When it didn't go the way that I thought it would go, I still went to college, still got a degree, still played college ball. I still had the experience of it. But in the midst of those experiences, I networked well with people. I was always an outspoken person. I was always a giver. I was always a leader. I was a captain of my teams.
That's what I'm saying. I remember it always, that was always there with you, bro. Real shit.
Right. So what it turned from a dream of, I want to play ball. Then I came home, it probably was my sophomore year in college. And I came home and I realized, people asking me questions. They want to be around me. It's like, for what though? Y'all see, for what?
You couldn't see that you had that type of gravitational pull.
That's when my mind started to change. Okay, at 14, I was coaching a team, but I was just doing it because I seen the drug dealers do it. And I seen the drug dealers and the bosses do it because they were the men. I wanted to be the man.
That's what all it was for.
That's all it was.
It's a pissing contest in a lot of ways.
Pull out the bread, we over here. All right, we gonna win.
Buy some Gatorade, some pizza.
That's it. Gatorade, pizza. You win it, you get some champagne. You know what I mean? So I wanted to do that. But my sophomore year in college, I was like, I want to do more because I already experienced Alabama. I already experienced different places, and I saw that my community need an uplift. So it kind of started from there.
And when you say your community, you ain't just talking about where you from. You talking about the whole community, black people around the whole U.S., I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
My man.
So what was happening was, I'm seeing our peoples not getting a representation that's needed. So I wanted to be that representation. That's
fire. That's fire. I seen that you have some politics going on. I don't know. I seen you around politicians, but I don't know the politics. Do you think that there should be politics in these communities that's helping us get resources and things of that nature? Opening doors that we don't even know about?
I think it should be positive politics. Let me be clear on that, right? Positive politics. Shout out to Lori Cumbo. That's my dogs. Shout out to the new mayor. Shout out to the old mayor. Shout out to New York City.
Yeah, everybody. We love everybody, man.
Right, we love everybody. I rub shoulders with everybody. But I believe politics is important in the neighborhoods. First, I feel like we should police ourselves in a sense of holding ourselves accountable, making sure our places are safe, but then sticking together when getting the resources. So that once we get the resources, we could divvy it out equally in every community. Like, I would be a sucker if I say, global, or I'm king of New York and I'm only taking care of Fort Greene.
Yeah, you can't just advocate for one place when you're trying to get resources to the people.
Not at all. Anybody that's in need, I feel like the politicians, we need positive politicians because they could be at those tables. But it's also important for us to be around those politicians. So we can kind of get the knowledge, understand what's going on. You can't do nothing if you're not at the table.
That's a fact. I just got into politics probably. I feel all adults should have some awareness of what's going on politically.
I agree.
But there are so many people that are not dealing with politics as adults, so it's not trickling down to the kids. So these kids don't have none of the information. a lot of these people should be trying to go for Congress and these local races and things of that nature, as opposed to some of the things that everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody can't be a rapper. Grit is only going to get you so far. You got to do something. Like I tell the kids a lot of times, from a kid to a young man is like your first chapter. Then you get about 30 to about 45. In that chapter, you should start preparing for the end. And what I mean by that is getting yourself together in a way that even your name, when you go in the casket, should have some reverence to it.
Yeah, and I think legacy is important. And we're going to segue into something. I think legacy is super important. So you hit on that, even when you go into a casket, you leave behind your legacy, right? And I think every day you have a chance to build on that legacy. What do you want to leave behind? What do you want people to think about? But then what do you feel legacy is? Because it could be different for different people.
That's a fact. Because me personally, I don't have a kid, and I don't really deal with family. So the way my legacy is going to be what I did to people I didn't have to. Like, because family is built in. Oh, they expect you, they shit on you, whatever. You have to come back to family is how people feel. I'm giving my time and all that to the world because these are the people that don't have to be around me. I don't have to do nothing for them. They don't have to do nothing for me, but we still bonded and connected. So my legacy is how I made people feel while I was here, the people I helped, the people I mentored, the people I've given information to. And that's what this podcast is about, giving information to people by way of things I've gone through or things that people our platform go through. And your story is one that I couldn't look past, bro. I know stuff about you, but like you said, it's a gap in there, so I don't know all of these things. So I want you to talk about that. Like, I see you working with the kids, and it looks so natural.
So
it looks natural. Everybody don't work with the kids, and it look natural. Some people is doing it for a check. You look passionate about what you're doing, brother.
Nah, that's a super fact. So for starters, I tell everybody there's work to be done, but I haven't worked in the last 20 years. What does that mean? Yeah, I have a job. I have an occupation. I grind. But if I hit the lotto today, I would do the same exact thing. Yeah, so this passion. Is not work. And this is all passion. And then, one thing, Bucket Fam, right? I wanted something that the kids, look, say it with me.
Get it up there, let them see it.
Say it with me. Bucket Fam. But I wanted something that the kids could gravitate to. It's inclusive, not exclusive, right? The man behind the camera is a bucket. You know what I mean? A bucket is equivalent to anything that's great. This podcast is a bucket. You know what I mean? That coloring outside is a bucket.
Facts. Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, when the kid get a grade, I'm like, yo, what you got? He gonna tell me he got a bucket. I know that's the highest grade. You feel what I'm saying? When a kid do something in the game, like, as long as basketball is around, a bucket will be relevant, right?
That's a fact.
So Bucket Fam was something I wanted to create so that we could get away from the negative stuff, gangs, stuff like that. And when I say negative, I'm talking about because when gangs was put on this planet, right, it was created for community.
The community.
It turned. We're not going to turn what we have, Bucket Fam. We're not going to turn that.
It's going to be positive the whole time.
100% positive. And I heard you say something about like, yo, you create your own family. Bucket Fam is the family. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I met somebody when I was a freshman in college. To this day, listen, I was in his wedding. You feel what I'm saying? But that's through basketball. And I try to explain that to kids. You network. You never know who's going to be who, right? You look, I ain't make it to the NBA, but I'm a professional at what I do.
It's a fact.
Right? You could be the person that build the floors. Every basketball court got something. I want these kids to think outside the box. What about
everything is a job? Everything is a possibility.
Everything. And if you could think it, we could create it. You know what I mean? So a little bit about Bucket Fam, it started off in the neighborhood, and then we expanded. Now it's global. If you hashtag Bucket Fam right now, you could find somebody in 4 other countries, right?
Yo, you got kids in colleges. When you was shouting out all them names, I'm like, yo, I know some of them. I didn't know they started from your program, bro.
Yo, bro, the biggest compliment is to see a young person succeed. So when I turn on the tube, I can't turn on SportsCenter without seeing one of my kids.
That's fire.
Whether I mentor them, train them, whatever it is, And then when they come back with these degrees or they come back with their families.
That's icing on the cake.
Yo, bro, I feel like the man. And I don't want nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want you to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why when you say it looks genuine, because it's all from the heart. I came in the game with everything I wanted. You said it yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, for 20 years
Yeah.
straight, the Flyers. Listen, nobody. And look, let me talk
I give it up.
Let me talk my ish. Look, but real talk, like, you know, just being consistent with that. I'm not yearning for a couple dollars. What's that gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that and spend it on the kids. So I push these kids to their potential.
I get my money from the corporations and things of that nature,
That's
and
it.
the kids could do what they need to do for free and keep their bread.
That's a fact. That's
motivational for real. But beyond basketball, I'm assuming you keep in contact with the kids so they can reach out to you if they got other things going on.
100%.
That's true mentorship right there.
Yo, let me tell you. So it's crazy, right? Social media is a huge platform. Like, you know, you got kids hitting you, you know, on that. But I have my personal phone that all my Bucket fan members have. They're calling me. They're, sending texts. And sometimes, you could be down and out.
That's
You'll
fire.
get a text. Yo, coach, I'm just saying thank you. That's the
Shit
big
pick up your spirit.
boy. I could pick this building up. I'll be like,
That's fire.
But that's the testament to the hard work, and it's not just me. We got coaches, mentors, we got doctors, lawyers, we got police officers. Like, it goes way beyond
basketball.
Yes.
So it's a true mentorship program. It just starts with the basketball.
Absolutely. So the basketball becomes the carrot in front of the horse. And then you see the horse get up and gallop.
But it's dope that they still have, it ain't just like, come do your drills or all of that and just go live your life. Now you got access to them, because that could alleviate a lot, bro.
Yeah.
That could alleviate a lot, because these kids be going through a lot. And like I'm saying, most of the things I wouldn't say to you as a kid, because you don't know who you are yet. But as a man, I could just say, I'm proud of you and things of that nature. Or I could call you and be like, bro, I'm going through something, I need to talk to you. Kids don't be knowing that because it's not in the house.
Right.
If you feel like nobody want to hear you in the house, you come outside and be like, I can't talk to nobody else about. But it's somebody you could talk to about that. You just got to find those people. And that's what, when I talk about this mentorship, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The connectivity to the kids so you could be there for them in a real way. And that's what you're doing. And that's dope.
Listen.
Dope.
Look, I want to shout you out because you showed me something. I'm going to put it out there. We got it copywritten, so don't try to be slick, y'all. We doing less big homies and more mentors.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? So my dog over here, look, that's the next thing we got. We got mentors, and that's what's important. Like, we initiate. We give the kids a safe haven where they can open up. Everybody, and it's for men and women. Like, young girls, young boys. It's for men, women, families, fathers, mothers. It's all inclusive.
Whoever needs somebody to talk to.
Whoever needs it. Because in this day and age, we need that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And a lot of people, I talked about this on the podcast too. You in friend groups, but you can't talk to your friends because you feel like they're going to take your information. We got to kill all of that, man. We got to get back to being friends. Friends can lean on. And I ain't talking about monetary leaning, because niggas get tired of that. But real talk. But I'm talking about like, cause you know what? And you know why I say that? Because I don't care about no money. But you watch a nigga go, they could be everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere. And then need a couple dollars from you. Bro, how?
Yeah.
How? You living. You got that. But I don't want to go, you know what I'm saying? But
Stay focused.
Yeah, I want to keep it on. Like, I know some kids. No, you know what? I want to talk about somebody close to you and somebody close to me. C-Bear was my brother, right? Okay. Grew up. He went through what he went through. Unfortunately, my brother back in jail. You had his little brother in your program.
Yes.
Lobster, Ra.
Yeah.
I knew Ra through C-Bear. Like, I wouldn't see him a lot. I would see him when I was around his brother and things of that nature. But you had him with you, and I seen him, and he was on course, and he ended up in a bad position because of street politics.
Right.
How do you, when these kids, because I'm sure you deal with a lot of kids that have street things going on and things that are outside of the Bucket fam. How do you try to reel them in, if at all, and tell them like, bro, you on the wrong path, or how things can end up?
So, good question. Ramel Ingram, right? AKA they call him Lobster, but we knew him as Ramel Ingram, right? And he passed. The realest thing his dad told me was, he looked me in my eyes and said, "Yo, Doyu, the mission continues. My son was a sacrificial lamb for us to do this work." Mm-hmm. So what we do is never unseen. And I was a mentor to Ra, a big brother, a big bro, you know, an example, a leader, and his life got cut short, right? We don't know. I don't ask why. We don't know how, right? We let it be. But at the same time, his name lives on. We just did a tournament, basketball tournament at Ingersoll Community Center in Fort Greene. We had a trophy in remembrance of him, right? And it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And then there was a video, if anybody pay attention, it was a video of him talking in the gym.
Where he was bouncing the
when
ball?
He was bouncing the ball, he was talking, and he got to show one last time the greatness of him.
His energy,
what that turned into, we have a media class now. Yo, that one video got over 40,000 views, right? 40,000 clicks, whatever. With that, it made so many kids that couldn't play ball want to get behind the camera because they seen such a joyous soul.
Yeah, that he was.
And now we got this media class, and if you look on my page, I got little kids, you know, shout out to Bazzi. Shots by Bazzi. That was one of my mentees, right? Yeah. Which was Ra friend. He's leading that. So now it's like, I'm grandpa now. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all started a program, and one of the kids that was around you is leading the program?
Leading the program. So I got two kids. Man. Listen, bro. Hold on. I got more for you. So we got Bucket Fam Rome, who's at the gym. He has Saturday Night Lights, and he's out there. He's training the kids, and this is one of the kids that was under the program. Bazzi Thomas, shot by Bazzi. He's controlling all the media right now. Yeah. So he's going out. He's going to different schools. He's doing this, but this is all in remembrance of Ra, right? So his soul and his passion, Bazzi actually shot that video, the last video of Ra. He put that together. His passion lives on. So what we doing, to answer your question, is we're creating more outlets and opportunities so these kids don't have to go through that. Because it's a dead end. And we're in every hood, right? I'm in the Ville, I'm in the East, I'm uptown, I'm in the Bronx, I'm in Brooklyn, right? We everywhere, right? And what we do is we tell them, like, you have an opportunity to be great. You know, BK Network, that's one of our outlets, right? If you BK Network Media, they can come talk to us. You tell me if you think it, we could create it. So if a kid come to me and be like, yo, I don't play ball, but you know, I wanna fix windows. I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna sit down with them. Yo, what's your plan of action? I'm gonna start with QB. Confidence. You know, we wanna build his confidence. Make sure he feel useful. Belongings and influence. So when we get the QB together, you're unstoppable. I already built you. You competent. Yeah,
you know what you want to do.
You know what you do.
You got a blueprint for it. You just got to do the action part.
And then now be an influence. And that's how we try to make sure we
a man building men, man.
That's it, man. That's it.
Because that's segue from one thing right into the next, and that's what they need. That's the structure part of it that I like push so much. You need structure because a lot of the times, if you don't got structure in the house, you go outside and you see the people older than you as adults. Like the people that we hit the streets with, they was more like peers, but they were older than us, so we was like, them niggas was adults. Niggas don't be adulted, man. They not trying to pass nothing on to these kids that can help these kids in no way because they haven't done it for themselves yet.
Right.
So when I hear of somebody like Todd, he told me all the things he doing. You telling me all the things you doing. This is what I'm doing this podcast for. These are the people they need to see. Anybody with resources, I'm trying to platform them so they could get the resources to the kid. Because the kids probably want to do some of these things but have no way of even getting started. Because sometimes we get in our mind and be like, well, man, I can't do that. Why you can't?
Right.
That's how I am now. My brother over there, he tell me, yo, push play.
That's it.
Push play.
Push play. What you waiting on? What you waiting on?
Push play. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Let's go. So now when I show him, yo, I just showed you the screens for the merch and all that.
Fire.
What 3 in the morning, I'm hitting him, bro. Press play. Everything I'm doing is because I had a mentor. Like, all of my people around me are mentors. In a way, I'm learning from everybody around me because I ain't around no stagnant people. So everybody I'm around do something amazing. I'm like, ooh, nigga, that's
Facts.
like, more people need to know about this thing you doing because you dope. And everybody I'm around is humble, yo. You know what? We about to start yelling this.
Right.
Because it's a lot of people looking at suckers like they the leaders and all that. I get so tired of seeing niggas that died at 20 on walls around communities, bro. Niggas they had no credit. They had nothing. They didn't pay no rent. They wasn't on nobody lease or nothing. They tear up the community for 5 to 7 years. They go to jail or die, and then we put them on murals. Now let's put grandma on a mural. Yeah. That was cooking for all them kids that wasn't her kids and all that. Like, we got to start giving them the credit.
Right.
And that's what this is about. You might see somebody grandma in the moo sitting up here one day, you know what I'm saying, with the rollers. Because she got a story. Because she got a story. She seen a lot of these young dudes come up and be other than they was. A lot of people is good people who feel that they can't be good people because of the environment they in.
Right. Yep. I got something super dope. We just went to... I took a group of kids, a group of Bucket Fam kids, to Rikers Island. Shout out to Big White. It's my brother. He works on the island. He set it up. And my other brother, PT, Pastor Tim, from Florida. And he came, literally put a trailer behind Rikers Island. And every day he would go into the island to see this group of kids. And the name of the program is MOG, Men of God. Right? So what we did was we brought a group of kids to go play a game. But really it was to fellowship. Right? And we got Bloods, Crips, Folks, anything you could name up in one area. And we stopping all this beef in the name of God. You feel what I'm saying? So I thought that was super dope, thinking outside the box. So when your God tell you press play, you got to press play. Because I'm going to hold you accountable. Because number one, we got to say, Barstool, if you're paying attention, listen, I need you to understand.
Dave Portnoy? That's his name?
Yeah. You got the name? All right, you did your homework. Listen. We're going to send them emails out.
Come see me.
I need you, Wallow, holla at me.
Come on.
Listen. We got to connect the dots and make sure that we don't just have one platform. There's no such thing. I can't do everything. So, like, I would be a selfish mentor if I'm like, yo, this dude biting this dude doing. Nah, I need you to do that.
Everybody pushing, as long as we pushing in the same way and not against each other.
That's a fact. And I can't be everywhere. So, which means is iron sharpens iron. I'm a firm believer of that. If somebody doing something, you always going to see me repost, show up, hold somebody else up. Listen, I know how to carry a bag. Oh, all right, we on your park. What you need, bro?
Come on, man. You see me getting up here.
I see you.
You seen what I did?
But that's true signs of a leader. I can do anything. You want me to sweep the floor, wipe the windows,
Yeah,
let me know. I know my position. But it's for us to win.
I ain't got a problem with doing none of that, bro. Whatever my position is. Like, me and the bro done shot documentary. I ain't get paid, none of that, man. But I got experience. And what I do at the end of that, bro, thank you for the experience. The opportunity was the payment. That's the currency.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now I got that information and I can utilize that however I want to utilize it.
Facts. I got some more stuff. So, just a little background.
Bro, go. If I'm talking,
no, I got you.
Cut me off. Go, man.
So we got the Adidas Legacy Program, 9 schools in New York City. It's not about basketball. Although the basketball teams are sponsored. When I say sponsored, partnership, right?
Yeah.
They have a partnership where they get full apparel, sneakers, uniforms, book bags, travel gear, socks,
Shout out Adidas.
Shout out Adidas Legacy. But what we do is we go into neighborhoods, right? And we empower the coaches, the mentors, to make sure that they can continue doing what they do, right? And as the New York City lead, it's my goal to make sure, one, New York City is on top. But on top of that, make sure these mentors are empowered and have the necessary resources to make sure that the young adults that's going to graduate and transition on can do the same thing that they watch their mentors do. They get all access to any Adidas events. We give them experiences. Like I said, it's not just about basketball. It's about building the next culture and leaving a legacy.
And that's what is it? Adidas.
Adidas Legacy. You get a chance, Google Adidas Legacy program.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody go check on that.
There you go.
That's something everybody not doing. My boy got the resources and he giving them to everybody. Yo, this happened off camera, but somebody called them and he was like, yo, my man need to go to school for free. Make that happen.
Yeah, that's the language. That's the language we use. Listen, man. Coaches, listen.
Yeah.
You need a kid.
He working when he not working.
You need a kid. Holla at me, but we need to go to school for free.
That's fire.
We need to go to school for free. If that means putting together a package with financial aid, a little bit of this, I don't want my kids to take out no loans, nothing.
Not at all, especially in the community coming from where we come from, right. Because that could be the difference in them finishing in 4 years. You might not have the money after 2, might not have the money after 1, and you like, yeah, I got to go back to the hood, and then you become what you wasn't supposed to become.
Right,
you was headed toward greatness, but you hit a roadblock, and now you in jail for 25 years because you succumbed to the politics of the hood, and you wasn't even supposed to be there.
Facts, and that's why it's important that our kids understand that, yo, your grades are super important. Your grades are like your credit, right? If you keep it high, when it's time to go to college, listen, you get access to all the resources, which means the higher your grades, the more money. Because a lot of these kids, they speak finances, right? So if I tell you, yo, if you keep straight A's from your freshman year to your senior year, I can almost guarantee you're going to go to school for free, which means when you graduate from college, you don't have any debt, but you have that degree. For those that go to college, right? You have that degree to walk into any place and make nothing less than 6 figures.
That's game right there.
There you go.
That's game right there. Anybody telling you how to get money and keep money is somebody you need to keep in your circle.
Listen, it's important to know the right. It's important to know the FAFSA. That's the financial aid. You know, you got kids going to school. Listen, at some point you're gonna have to fill out that financial aid, them tax documents, all of that. You get a refund check for going to school. If you go to any school in New York City and you from New York City, it's free.
Come on, man.
It's free.
A lot of kids don't know this. Them niggas with the shiesties on don't know this.
Nah, they don't know that, but we got to show them. We got to show them.
The kids with the shiesty need to watch things like this and not all the nonsense, because we talking about resources. You keep saying you can't get a job. Listen, man, go to a trade program.
That's it.
That way it'll be a job waiting for you, because now you're doing something that people need. There's a value to what you're doing, and that value is going to make you rich in the end. You just got to press play.
Just press play.
Just press play, man. You got to do something. You don't want to be getting it together at 40 talking about, yo, ain't nothing out here for me. You right. You right. That's what resumes are for. They need to know that you've been doing something, that you had some structure, that they could put money in your pocket and you going to show up and do what they put money in your pocket to do. That's
a fact. Look, I tell everybody, I never worked for money. Anytime I worked, it was for the structure, the understanding. The money going to come. You know what I mean? And once the kids understand, yo, go volunteer. If you want to be a journalist, go find a local magazine, volunteer there, put that on your resume. You want to be a lawyer, figure out who the local law.
Find a way to get in
there,
clerk or something.
Right. Word. Listen, it's somebody who made the wood on this chair. It's somebody to make the metal on this. Somebody's getting billions for something that's not advertised.
Somebody made the screws that they needed to make the chair.
There you go.
It's money for everybody.
Let's get it.
And we look at each other and find reasons to clash with each other. Like we was talking, I ain't got no problems with nobody. So I look at everybody as a resource. Everybody is telling a story. Everybody could tell you what not to do. You could look at some people and be like, I don't want to be like him. That's information.
Facts.
Or you could find somebody who doing something that you think is dope, you think is positive, and you could ask them, yo, how you do that? What sacrifices had to be made? What schooling you needed to do what you're doing? And most of these people that are in these positions will give out that. Give that information freely, because the people in those positions are the people that's trying to help the people.
Facts. Let me ask you a question. Give me your 3-year, for this podcast, your 3-year goal in 3 years, because we're going to work fast. I would have said 5, but I'm going to give them 3 because that's going to hold them accountable. 5 is too long. Give me your 3-year goal for this podcast.
Man, I don't even think I considered that. I know what I want to do. I want to have this not as only as a podcast, but I want to grow it into a space where I do have some resources that I could give to the people. And like you said, not just in the city, but just wherever the resources are needed. Because we didn't grow, like you said, you had a mother and a father in the house. I didn't have a mother and a father in the house. My mother worked, my father worked, but they didn't really, do this or do this for a job. So I really think the information part of it is going to carry us to the 3-year mark. Now, at the 3-year mark, I hope we already doing giveaways, because I want to give straight to the people. I don't like middlemen. I don't want to get in no charity, and I don't know where the money went. I want to get my hands dirty. I got a bunch of homeboys who already have their foundations that do their giveaways, and I'll volunteer and work with them to help facilitate what they're doing. But if I could be doing that also, we could serve more people. Fire. Is what I feel. And I'm just getting started with this. And we're building the merch. I don't want to, a lot of people is doing this solely for the money. People seeing Casanat and all these dudes and they getting money. And so they like, I'm just going to be on TV or YouTube and being a buffoon. That ain't what I'm on. Okay. So I'm not just sitting and, send me money. I'm going to work. I'm going to do what I have to do in building not only this, but the other things that I'm doing so I could use my money to be a resource. That's the 3-year plan.
Okay. Ready to be a resource. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. This whole thing is built for me to be a resource to me and my people, and the platform people that people need to see.
Nice. Well, I'm super proud of you, man. Like, to see this, y'all don't understand. Like, listen, man, to see a product of your environment turn into the product of the world is super important. And when I see you, I'm looking at a grown man in the flesh who's able to stand on his own to articulate his words and give the people something to look forward to, because I'm sure as a kid who wants to do this. I'm sure there's a person who wants to do this. So I'm, like I said, the 3 year. So within 3 years, we're going to get you the resources. We're going to work to that. But then also I want you to be able to go out and be a public speaker about this whole thing. Because if y'all can see the setup, it's crazy.
Listen, if you set it up, bro, I'm there. I'm telling you, I'm not playing, man.
Say no more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up because I want you to come talk to, like I told you, I got 9 schools. I'm going to have you talk to at least one of the schools.
Bro, listen, just tell me and I'm there, man.
Say no more. That's all
I'm not scared. See, I'm a person, I have faults and I've been through a lot of I want to cut down on the curses, so I'm just gonna pull that back. But
y'all see, because I'm here, like it ain't no cursing. Yeah, y'all might have watched the other podcast, and it was a lot of curses and profanity. But listen, man, when we on grown man time, mentoring time, it's just the energy, because we never even spoke about no profanity.
That's a fact, and I want to be somebody that these people could look to and be like, yo, you know what? He has been through all that. Because, bro, I show him the cuts, the scars, the jail time, the tier 3s. I went to in jail. I went to jail. Like, I've been through it all. And just like Ho said, the whole idea of this is me telling these stories so y'all don't have to go through it. Like, some people will tell you a story and they ain't been through nothing. So you can't really learn nothing because you like, it don't feel the same coming off of you. But somebody that did it and been through it, it holds a different weight to it.
Right.
Like, I know for sure, if he telling me, it's one of those, if he telling me, that other guy we talked about, we ain't gonna talk about him on camera, but they know he ain't did nothing. So he became a peer to the kids. Right, so he can't even move to a point where he's a mentor for these kids because they don't see you like that. They see you on the pier. Right. But if they calling you big homie or look at you like, if they could be led towards something nonsensical, they could be led toward doing something that'll benefit them in life. Absolutely. And that's the point I'm at. No big homies.
Right.
Less big homies, more mentors.
Let's do it, man. I love that. I love that. But look, also we call you guys, myself as well, credible messengers. You know what I mean? So in a credible messenger is somebody who's been through the fire, been through the storm, but made it out. We go through things so we could teach others. You know what I mean? So that's super dope, super dope.
And I'm encouraged by everything that you told me you still got going on, because a lot of people would get complacent and be like, I'm good right where I'm at. Everything we talked about off camera, you was talking about expansion. So in the next 3 years, how big would Bucket Fam Global be?
Oh, man, next 3 years? Look, we're already global. We're
ready. Can't get no bigger than the world.
We're already global. However, no, we still got
strap into a rocket.
Right. So for the next 3 years, I want to put young adults, because right now the kids that we first started with are now graduates. Now they're professionals.
Yeah.
I want to create a platform where they're running the show, right? And then what I'm going to start doing, global community impact. And basically what we're going to do is, and I said this before, how we have traveling nurses, I want to have traveling mentors, because there's so many Bucket Fam members around the world. I want to make sure that I'm able to empower them and support them to control their region.
Wherever they're at.
Wherever they are. You know, and understand I said region. We're not just doing hoods.
Not at all.
I want you, listen, if you on this.
The people got to feel this.
That's a fact. So in 3 years, that's the goal, to create that. I also have OYO, Optimizing Your Opportunities. That is a public speaking platform where I go into
that's
schools.
when I'm coming out to talk.
Absolutely.
See, come on.
Absolutely.
Come on. I'm there.
You see
I'm there.
I got, we got that. I'm also an educator, so I am in the public schools, helping build up schools, culture, young adults, and making sure that they're going to whatever it is that they want to go to, building on potential.
That's dope, man.
So.
Yeah, I'm still in real talk. Because sometimes you be in your head, I'm like, I ain't seen bro in a minute, man. He might be busy. And I reached out, and my brother said, yo, man, we win together.
That's it.
That was it. That was his only response. And he told me he was supposed to be elsewhere doing something else and chose to come in here. This is profound to me, man. Real talk, because it doesn't have to be an everyday thing for somebody to be your brother.
That's a fact.
And we got to get that through to the kids. All that op talk and all that because you don't know somebody or ain't seen them. And, yo, listen, man, if police could be looking for you and they come across me and think I'm you, we can act like we the same person every day, man.
That's a fact.
If that's the way they see it, then we could see it the same way and be more positive with it. And be more positive. Stop looking for reasons to beef with your brothers, man. I done heard about cousins killing each other just because this person hang out. We got to bring it back together and things like what you're doing, because beyond you creating these men, you're creating a brotherhood within what they're doing. They're in the trenches together. They're training together. They're not going to be able to see each other as anything but brothers as they grow.
That's a fact. And one of the things, I think one of the misperception is we only deal with young men. We have young women. We got the Bucket Beauties, and my Bucket Fam ladies, they take over the world, bro.
What?
They are the breadwinners. I don't have to worry about them in the classroom. I don't have to worry about, when I tell you.
they don't get sidetracked.
Yo, bro, they don't get sidetracked, and they about their business. Like, I have Bucket Fam women that's in the WNBA. I have some that's across seas, but outside of sports, we got lawyers, doctors, principals. Like, it's ridiculous.
Give some of your give a shout out to some of these kids.
It's too many to name. Because if I miss one,
you was rattling them off.
Listen, off camera. Because it's too many to name. Because if I miss one, I'm gonna get text messages, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, you
know I was,
Listen, it's a lot. If you hashtag Bucket Fam, you'll see
them all.
You'll see them all.
As I was going through your page, man, I was just smiling and like, yo, he really touched these kids, man. Like, he really touched these kids, because it's one thing for you to be trying to get them the information, but as you see them grow with the information you gave them, you like, he heard me. And that gotta feel good,
bro.
That gotta feel good, bro.
I think the most rewarding is to see. I gotta shout one kid out, right? Young man, and pardon me, everybody. His Savion 1000, right? We call him 1K. This kid was supposed to have been the trouble kid. This is like my son, right? Outside of Bucket Fam Rome, outside of Posh and all of them, this kid right here was one who was to this day he's a dean in the school. He's a dean in the school, a kid who's supposed to have been a trouble kid that wasn't supposed to graduate, supposed to be in trouble. He was with around all the gang members. He played ball, but his will to go forward, and now he's actually a dean in a charter school, and I'm so proud of him. Like, it's ridiculous. When I seen him, I'm just like, I be in awe. But it's so many of them. right? I'm just saying this.
And he was the trouble kid.
All my trouble.
All he
kids,
needed was a little structure.
That's it. All my trouble kids winning.
A little structure. This is
All
what I'm saying.
Quote unquote trouble kids. They got degrees. They got jobs. They got pensions. They got So
all the stuff that matters.
All the stuff that
say
matters.
that. Say that. All the stuff that matters.
Right.
They got.
And that was based off of the family. Like we built the family.
Man, that's crazy.
Listen,
He's a dean in the school, and he came to you as the trouble kid that probably nobody. Oh, nah, he a throwaway. He gonna be in jail.
Absolutely.
Got some structure. Structure changes everything, man. People, when they say, "Oh, the men don't be in the house," nah, there's a detriment to a man not being in the house, man. Mm-hmm. A definite detriment. Yeah. And I could imagine how many kids didn't have a man in the house or uncle or none of that, and they came to Bucket Fam and they turned their life around.
And that's what it's about. Sometimes your parents show you. Let's say you have a broken household or you don't get along with your parents, right? Mm-hmm. They're showing you what you don't want. So you go out and create that.
And create the opposite.
It's not just me. I tell everybody, like with Bucket Fam, yeah, I'm the representative, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not just me. I have quality mentors, men and women, who step in and become moms, dads, big brothers, lawyers, uncles, whatever you need. So if you missing something, reach out to one of your mentors.
You got somebody already. It's sort of like going to college and not going to college.
That's a fact.
It's sort of because it's network building. You never know where somebody going to end up in 10 years, 12 years. And if both of y'all doing something, y'all might be able to have resources that each one could use and give to somebody else, and they keep going and they keep going.
That's a fact.
Each one teach one.
That's it.
Remember that? Back in the day, they used to have the each one teach one when the guards was heavy in the... Nobody on that no more. Everybody trying to gatekeep and listen, man, if I got the way, you got to come through me or you got to... Nah, man, if I got some information and you want to hear.
Right.
Hear.
Right.
Hear. We could have the same information and use it totally different.
This is true. Look, you can have the same outfit and wear it differently.
Different.
You know what I mean?
Different. Birdman and them.
Look, other dudes wear Advances, they don't wear it like me. I'm trying to tell you.
Birdman and them was Gucci'd out, and niggas was still like, them niggas ain't dripping right. They got the money, but they ain't had a style. That's what it is sometimes, man. But yo, man, anything you want to say before we wrap this up? Because I know you got many things that you want to tell people to be out on the lookout for. You got your social media. You got to get out there, let people know how to contact you, where to find you, or just watch. Because some people just like to watch. They don't want to give you credit, but they watch.
So I gotta.
You know who I'm talking about. They don't want to give you no credit, but they watch.
It's all good, man. Look, my social media, Bucket Fam Global on IG. You know what I mean? Every morning. Not every morning. Once a week, what I try to do is give a motivational speech. I start off with top of the Rolex. Mm-hmm. Top of the Rolex, top of the Rolex. I got all the kids in the middle school like, yo, top of the Rolex. So, got that going. In January, what we're going to do, we're going to have professional workouts at the Boys and Girls Club. Mm-hmm. Starting in January, I'll be posting that on my page, Bucket Fam Global. Make sure y'all check that out. One thing for the people, I'll say be consistent. Mm-hmm. Be consistent. Understand that if you could think it, you could create it. But you have to be consistent. You know what I mean? Having faith without works is pointless. Mm-hmm. Manifesting don't mean shit if you're not putting in the work. Mm-hmm.
You can't just pray for it more than you get up and put in the actions that's going to bring it to you.
That's a fact.
It can't happen. Even the Bible said, "What is it? Prayer without work is dead."
Yes, prayer without work is dead.
Come on, man.
And that's in the Quran. That's in the Bible. That's in...
You got to do something.
So whatever you believe in, it's telling you, yo, you got to put the work behind the prayer.
You still got to put the work behind it, man. You got to bring it to you. That's putting it in the universe, but you still got to go get it. You still got to wrestle and fight and stay up long nights. Whatever it requires for you to get where you need to go, you got to do it. There ain't no way around the work.
Facts.
Ain't no way around the work, and get to work. Press play. That thing that's in your head, it might be something that's built on somebody else's idea, or it might be something completely new. But it ain't gonna be good to nobody in your head
at all.
I spent a lot of time just overthinking and will this happen and this might not happen. Listen, man, just try something.
Yep. What they say, you miss every shot you didn't take.
That's a fact. You gotta try. If you
Miss
don't
every
try,
shot you didn't take. Look, you miss every bucket you ain't take.
Come on, man.
baby. I'm gonna take a bucket.
you can't be crying about what's not happening and you ain't doing nothing to make nothing happen, man. It's on you. And knowing that it's on you, know that you got some help if you want it, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing bad, man, don't call me. Don't jump in my inbox, none of that. But if you're doing good, man, we could find a way to get you something to do a little better. You understand what I'm saying? That's the goal. That's what we trying to do here. And, brother, I want to thank you. Thank you for coming through, man.
Appreciate you.
Because you ain't just come through for the podcast. You came through for me, man.
Yeah, man.
And you came early and all that. He went in the wrong spot. I seen him dapping niggas up. I'm like, oh, you know, everybody? Like, what we doing?
They was like, yo, you coming back, right? I gotta go check my man first.
Right next door.
Yeah.
He just happened to stroll in next door. He in the wrong spot giving out pounds.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you a good brother. You doing a good thing. And like you said, man, tie me in. If you need me for anything, man, I'm to be called upon. It's been 10 years about that since the last time we talked. We ain't gonna keep that up.
Nah. I'm around, man.
We ain't gonna keep that up, man.
I'm here one call away. You call me, I'm here.
Anything you need me for, I'm here. Anything I need you for, I'm gonna call on you, man. But I appreciate you. You're doing amazing things for the community. You want to do amazing things for the world. And if I could be a part of it and any assistance, call on me and I'm helping because you on the path that I'm trying to get on.
Let's get it.
Understand what I'm saying?
Let's get it. Say it with me. Bucket fam.
And as always, like, share, subscribe. This has been a Realer Kick It podcast where we kick it realer. You understand what I'm saying? Love, peace, and we out.